Many of Yemen's children have only ever known war. And Hudayda's central hospital is full of them, victims of a conflict that has left their country battered, broken and starving. I first met Dr. Abdullah Zuhairi a year ago. He tells me things are now much worse.
We have started to see so many more cases of malnutrition. Now, it's not only the poor bring their children here, we are seeing cases of severely malnourished children from middle-class families too.
He takes me to meet Ala, just 3 years old. His immune system is failing. He needs intensive care, but there are no beds available. His family stay by his side.
اسهال طرش علاقات شروبات لما اول امس انتكس يعني بيومين مباشره يوم الاحد اشوف انه حيف يعني الدرجه ما توقعتش هذه الدرجه الان نحفظ
عفوا دقيقه هل
As we talk, the doctor interrupts us. A bed has been freed and Ala is rushed to intensive care. This is one of the area's last functioning hospitals, but it's on the brink.
all these people have spent all the money they have to get this far. See. Now the electricity is off. So all the machines are off, all the incubators are off, all the oxygen has stopped. And this happens all the time.
The war between the Saudi-backed government and the Houthi rebels is now in its third year. The region's richest nation bombing its poorest. It's killed thousands and left millions homeless. We head across town. Wherever you go, displaced people line the streets. With all borders closed, there's no escape. Even the refugee camp offered no protection for Mohammed and his family. Hudayda is Yemen's main port city. It should be a lifeline, but now it's barely operating after the Saudi coalition bombed the cranes and blocked their replacements.
And food should not be a weapon of war. Food should be a weapon of peace. It's 95% of all the food that we need to feed the innocent people comes through this port. If this port is bombed and completely made useless, literally hundreds of thousands of children will die and millions of people will die along with it.
But it's not just starvation that the war is causing. Yemen now faces the worst cholera outbreak the world has seen in decades. 13-year-old Yahya caught it along with 18 members of his family.
والكوليرا من جنب وسوء التغذية من جنب آخر الماء اللي يشربوه طريقة المعيشة حقهم يعني الحياة صعبة جدا أنا لما أجلس أنا أسألهم الماء كيف الأكل كيف الشرب كيف يعني حالة مأساوية.
In the intensive care unit, we get a desperate call from Ala's mum. He's taken a turn for the worse. We arrive, but it's too late.
منقهر نحن نموت لما يموت طفل عندنا ونحن جالسين الان تصور مستلمينه من الصبح نشتغل عليه من دوبامين من شغل من اطباء من وفجاه يعني مش قادر تنقذه بشيء.
As his father says goodbye, the family asks us to carry on filming, to show the world these heartbreaking images. A 3-year-old boy, starved and broken. Another child, born into a war that has now taken his life. Nawal al-Makhafi, BBC News, Yemen.